I'm sorry I had to kind of speed up through that a little bit. We're going to get back to that part where he opens up. And did you hear that? It opens up and there's a place with the sun. And you're going to find out there's trees and all kinds of stuff going on down there. So what we want to look at here is the description of these scorpion men. Okay? First of all, they're being called the guards of this gate. And the gate is between the dawn and the dusk. And I told you that's the New Age point. That's the crux of the New Age. The New Age is both the dawn and the dusk simultaneously. Now we begin to see that they have this frightful aura. Now start to think about what you've heard about with some of these supposed light beings that are associated with the aliens. There's this light that glows about them. Now we're going to see here, once again, terrifying mantles of radiance drape the mountains. Once again, a reference to illuminating lights that are not only coming from them, but are coming from the location of the place where they are taking residence. This is just an entrance to another place that's underneath, and there are many entrances. This is just one of them. So, as we looked at, here's their symbolic location with the closing of a world age, okay, just like we're seeing in the Bible's account. And we'll get back to this. I'm going to show you some stuff in Isaiah which is going to back this up, and even in Job, which is going to back this description up of them. You're going to be surprised. I've already shown it, but I haven't shown it in relation to this. I want you to kind of see what they're saying to him right here that I didn't get a chance to tell you. The scorpions are saying nobody has passed through the mountain's inaccessible tract. They're telling you how deep it goes. It's dark and it's dense. We looked at all that. Now let's get back to what we saw here. And we see that once he goes down and continues, okay, ahead of him, when he had achieved 10 leagues, came close. Now these are all of the damaged parts of the clay tablets when you see these sections here. And when they add in, they're telling you that they've seen it repeated somewhere else with these same words. So they tell you it's a damaged part, but they add in the phrase with it. Just kind of letting you know how this is done. So he's going so far down, he finally gets to the 12 leagues, and then he emerges out into the place in front of a sun. Brightness was everywhere. So they're telling you that he's going into the darkness, the darkness, the darkness, and eventually he arrives at a place that has a freaking sun in it. Then he starts to notice all this beautiful vegetation that's not necessarily growing with normal fruits. He's describing these fruits as gemstones. And then he starts talking about even the gemstones themselves bearing foliage. So in other words, it's a wonderful, descriptive, materially beautiful place. All right, now it's not like the hell that you and I have been taught to believe of this fire and what have you. All of that's allegorical of what they are doing. That's the spiritual ramification of what they're doing, of what their enterprise is all about. That it is really a burning fire and consuming, devouring fire that's trying to destroy these waters of life. The fire and the water. All right, so we could go a little further with this, but man, you got to see that that's what we're looking at here and understand the connections that we're seeing with the Bible. Now, I could go jump to Judges right now and show you that hollow earth thing, but what I want to do is I want to jump to Job. And I'm going to show you something else in Job, which we're going to be able to tie up. First, we're looking at Job chapter 9, verse 24. Listen to this. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That means the wicked control the earth and have been controlling it. What have they done? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The judges, the 13th judge of Israel, that's the Danites. Their face has been covered. They're underneath. They're in the Apsu. If not, where and who is he? I'm telling you what's going on. Now, what we need to go is look at verse 8 of chapter 10. And I'm going to have just a little bit of time, or actually I don't got any time. I'll be right back.